In home care, recruitment is such a huge aspect of the business, but it's important that we don't miss out on retention. This is so important because one of the biggest problems that we have is we're so focused on recruitment and don't realize the cost to acquire a caregiver is roughly around $700 or more to recruit a caregiver. But if you're losing them, now that cost becomes so much higher because you're constantly spending more on trying to get more when you could spend less on retention, and that's gonna drive greater results in your business in the long run. Hi, my name is Bonitatibus, and on today's episode of Home Care Digital, we're talking about caregiver retention and how you can leverage and create employee loyalty. So one of the things that I really want to talk about, and this is something that I'm super passionate about, you're here, you're watching this video right now because I love education. And hopefully you love education and you want to learn, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. There's nothing more impactful in really changing someone's life than education. There's so much that can be done, and myself, I've done a lot of my own personal growth. I read personal development books constantly. I'm constantly watching YouTube videos, and I've invested in courses and coaches so I can continue to grow and learn in areas that I want to improve. And so the thing that I want to bring up that is so often overlooked when it comes to caregiver recruitment and retention is education. Now, to be clear, when I say education, I'm specifically not talking about care skills, because most organizations are required either by the state or they just do a lot of time investing in making sure that their caregivers are trained in certain areas like dementia and fall prevention and all these things, which is great, and it can be a great retention tool, except the problem with that is that most organizations, home care companies, are providing some level of education and care education. But the problem is that it's all focused on you. Oh, we want you to learn these new skills so that you can be better with our clients. And yes, you can target it where it's more towards them. Hey, you're gonna be more confident, you're gonna learn new skills that'll help you later down in your line. Those are important. But what if you were able to create content, educational resources that help them in other areas of their life that had nothing to do with your home care business, and you focused more on impact to build that loyalty into, hey, what do they want to learn? So to give you some examples, right? I talked about the care skills, and that one is obvious, but what about other areas of personal development? What if it was focused on areas on how they could be happier, how they could bring more joy and appreciation into their life? I mean, so many people want this in their life. It's why I exist in the first place. My podcast, Let's Grow Together, is all about personal development. And so I want more people to learn about these skill sets because it can be so much more transformational than necessarily just learning some new skills that they can use in their career. What about skill sets that they can use in their life that they'll be able to use for the rest of their lives and really create that impact? And so creating things around a mindset and just how we show up. Imagine the impact that that can create when you're focused on, hey, how can someone bring more joy and love and appreciation into their life? How much better that they're gonna serve your clients. So I know you're like, oh, well, how does this work? How is this gonna help me? One, they're gonna appreciate it, right? But two, if they're showing up, they're more happy, they're more energized, they're more fulfilled, they're going to serve your clients better, which in turn does increase your bottom line. Another aspect here, financial literacy. I know this is a big one. If you've been in this business for a while, you know, right? Caregivers often they don't want their 401k because they just want all their money now. This is a huge representation of lack of education around money, just the money mindset. Maybe you have your own limiting, beliefs around money. The whole idea of money doesn't grow on trees, right? There's all of these beliefs that are built around money that we often have. But those that are succeeding, because we know that money is a huge aspect of what most people causes the most problems, right? When we have money, they say money doesn't buy happiness, but it does make your problems smaller, right? It can help a lot of things. And so the better we become at understanding money, having a mindset around money, how we attract money, And there's a lot of really great books around money mindset that if you go to thedigitalchamps.com/books, you can see some recommendations on there. But when it comes to this aspect of financial literacy, imagine the impact that you could create by helping your caregivers to better understand these aspects that they can start to leverage and utilize. But a part of that comes with really evaluating what their goals are, right? I mean, most people don't even have goals. I mean, there's business owners that don't have goals. There's just regular people that don't have goals. But here we're talking about a very specific, for lack of a better word, class of caregivers. And so it's less likely that they have goals also. What if you can empower them to setting goals? And then you're able to, once you understand their goals, maybe their goal is to buy a car. Well, then you help them with their financial aspects of, okay, well, here's how much, a car that you want is going to cost. Here's how much of your paycheck needs to go. And here's how long it will take you to get it based on your current income. Like, what if you were able to map that out for them and the value that would become from that? So again, think about impact, how much this could really just change lives for your caregivers, and the loyalty that they would have if you help them in any of these areas, from learning real life skills, from learning mindset, from learning health skills, financial, all these different aspects that they're not given or don't realize that they have access to, or aren't even really realize that they're there, right? I mean, yes, we have access to the internet, but if you don't know to search it, then you're not going to find it. And there's so much trash on social media. So it is my firm belief and passion that we need to get better education out there to help more people to get this content out there. And then let's circle back, because I know you're all about, what am I going to get? How can I leverage this to then retain and attract more caregivers? Well, imagine the marketing capabilities that you would be able to use if you said, hey, we helped Veronica to buy a car. One of my clients, he did this. He helped one of his clients to buy a car. He's got this amazing program about helping them achieve their dreams. It's not focused around caregiving skills. It's about helping them achieve their dreams. Imagine if you can help them do this. Help them take that dream vacation that they never take. Help them buy that car. Help them to get that nursing degree. And then being able to then market it to attract and retain more caregivers. How amazing is that? This is my mission. This is my goal, is how can we spread more education? That is my goal. I mean, that's what we do at Digital Champions, is creating educational content in general. My goal, my bigger vision, is to create 100,000 videos, among all of my clients, and creating that out there. And I'm sure that's just the first milestone, and hopefully we can do more, 1 million, 10 million, of just really getting education out there that can help people, focused on solving more problems and growing your business, growing your brand, helping you in this area of caregiver retention and recruitment. I hope this video helps, and you can check out a ton of videos around recruitment and retention as well as marketing on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to hit that subscribe for more, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.